own a game and you go to a tournament or a public forum to play that well-established game with complete strangers, such as like chess or a Go tournament, or even you go to the park to play chess with strangers, or Magic the Gathering. You go to a board game pub perhaps to play Magic the Gathering with complete strangers. In those situations, individuals are coming together into one place, be it tournament or not. It's a public forum, to play a well-established game by the well-established rules. So it is incumbent upon you to know those rules and abide by those rules. But when you are playing your game at home, or even in a public setting such as a pub, but you're playing with your friends, or perhaps inviting strangers to join you for the game, and you're going to teach them the game. They don't already know the game. They don't already have preconceived notions on how the game should be played, and they're willing to just enjoy that board game or that tabletop game experience with you the way that you and your group enjoy playing it. In those situations, we're going to call those the gaming with friends in your private or semi-private group, right? It is not only acceptable, but it is, I would say, recommended to find the way to play the game and play the games in the way that is most satisfying and gratifying to your group. This sometimes involves house ruling certain situations, coming up with solutions to edge cases that aren't, that are maybe ambiguous in the rules as printed, or adopting certain variants to gameplay and not adopting other variants to gameplay. That is all good, because at the end of the day, tabletop games are for teens and adults, like toys are to children. They're meant to be played the way that it's most fun for those playing with them want to play. That's the guiding principle, right? Is to have fun. And to that end, the rules that you play by should be easily communicated to everyone at the table, should be consistent, but don't necessarily need, consistent as in everybody's playing by the same rules and you play the entire game from start to finish by the same rules. You don't, stop midway through and go, oh, we've been doing this incorrectly, we should be doing it this other way. If you discover that's the case, go ahead and play out the rest of the game by the rules that you started the game with, because there might be people at your table who have based their strategies or have done their already played turns based upon the conception of the rules as everyone understood them at that time. So it is most fair and equitable to everybody to just play out the rest of the game by that one consistent set of rules. And then next time you play, you might go, oh, okay, last time we played something incorrectly, let's play it differently and more correctly this time. That's fine. But the point is that consistency should trump accuracy, and fun should trump letter to the law, rule lawyering, right? We don't need a rule lawyer. You should be having fun with your friends. That's the point of board games, or tabletop games, board games, RPGs, and card games and the like. To that end, this is a series of me introducing you to games that you may or may not already be familiar with, and how we play those games, which can vary in some small or sometimes larger degrees from the way the rules are written. And I will go through what some of those differences are and why we play the games, why we play these games the way that we do. This is the How We Play series.